I'm going to teach you about the Civil War. I'm going to tell you about the American Civil War.
So the next thing for this history lesson is Justin is going to talk about the Civil War, specifically the differences between General of the North, Ulysses S. Grant, and General of the South, Mr. Robert E. Lee. Okay. Go ahead, Justin.
You want me to start where? Okay, there's two guys.
Yeah.
Both had beards. Curly white hair. I believe they had curly white hair. I don't know. I feel like they did. I feel like they had curly white hair and blue suits. Actually, no. I feel like Robert E. Lee wore a red suit and Ulysses S. Grant wore a blue suit. Because red and blue, Democrat, Republican. I don't know why. It's in my head. Listen.
The Democrats weren't.
No. Yeah.
It's
1863, 1860. Things like this go on.
But
They wear blue, red. Because the Confederates, they were more red. They were more like because they were like communists.
But
They wanted to take over. They wanted to take over the North.
They're the gray
No,
coats.
they wanted to take over the North.
Yeah.
So, no, actually, what they really wanted to do, they wanted to keep slavery. For some strange reason, I don't know why, because they were lazy white men from the South. That's why, and they needed more people to work, and they didn't want to do nothing. Because they were just sitting there plantain, eating, chicken, and...
Did you say plantain?
I mean plantation.
Yeah.
Plantation, sorry. And they would just sit there, and they would just sip their whiskey, smoke their cigars, and eat their chicken. Where they got chicken from, they ate chicken.
Well, that's where they got their chicken from the slaves, obviously.
Yes,
right?
they made the chicken. They didn't eat the slaves.
Well, no, but
They never
I mean,
ate the slaves. They
who
were
makes
never
the best fried
cannibals.
chicken, my friend?
That was a racist comment. But the Colonel, Kentucky Fried Chicken, you ever heard of him?
There you go.
Good dude. So he was the Colonel. So listen, so the South wanted to keep the slaves for reasons we don't know. We don't know what was going through their heads. They were just like, oh yeah, whatever, different color, I want to keep you. That's a pet. Whatever. Fuck them. So then word came from the South all the way to the North, right? So I think somebody rode on a horse and said, listen, down there in the South, they're keeping slaves. That's not cool, man. And Ulysses S. Grant was like, I'm not going to stand for this. Who's going to stand for this? So he put his foot down. I think he had one wooden foot.
No. He had
No wooden feet.
I thought Abraham Lincoln was involved in this.
No,
So-
Abraham Lincoln had wooden teeth.
No wooden extremities around either of those people. But
No,
that's
I
okay.
believe George Washington had wooden teeth. That's a whole other history topic that we'll get into. We'll get a dental work later in the episode. So what happened was word got to the North, and they came riding up on the horses and said, "Holy shit!" Because they had spies back then. The CIA, not the CIA, but it was like the Freemasons. They had spies. So word got from the South to the North by spies, right? So then one dude was like, "Yo, Ulysses, Big U, check this out, right? We got people down there, and they're keeping slaves. They're keeping these slaves." Fucking working and shit, lazy ass fucking Southern people don't want to do shit, but just hang out in their plantation. I got that one right that time.
Yeah.
And then just fucking doing nothing out there. They're doing shit. That's why the Southerners don't do a fucking goddamn. That's why they're just assholes. Okay. So Ulysses like, he's sitting there. He's like, you know what? He drinks bourbon. I don't know where he drinks bourbon from, but he doesn't drink whiskey. The Southerners drink whiskey. He drinks bourbon. I don't know how. I know this.
Isn't bourbon a type of whiskey though?
Scotch. Then he drinks Scotch.
I don't know.
He drinks scotch. So he was sipping on scotch. And he was like, what? These motherfuckers want to keep slaves? I'm going to fight for these slaves' freedom. And he even put slaves in his armies and fought the white dudes. And it was a big epic battle between black, white, and then the North. And so he attacked them from the North. And the only reason why they won this battle was because the North is up here and the South's down here, and you can't fight uphill, so he won because he fought downhill.
So geographically,
Geographically, that's why the North won.
So geographically, you're saying America, it has a gradual slope as it goes southward.
That's yes.
Okay.
Mhm. So
I
how.
find that kind of suspect, but I'll take your word for it.
You ever seen a globe?
I have
It's
seen
like
one,
this,
yes.
right? It's like
True,
that.
but that's just Earth itself. I mean,
Or the spherical.
yeah, but that's
Sphere.
like from space, not like actual man.
Whatever. So since he attacked them from the north, that's how he won, because it was downhill battle, and you can't fight. And everybody knows you can't fight a battle uphill.
But what about
Thus the saying.
Don't ever fight a battle uphill.
So Ulysses S. Grant beat the South single-handedly
Oh no, he had an army of blacks.
with the army of blacks.
Yes, that's why it was proving a point. He had the army of blacks to prove a point, saying, "Listen, These dudes are my friends, man.
Did they come voluntarily, or did they?
I think they were like, yo, you can't be. No, they came voluntarily. They were like, yo, this white dude, really? He fucking thinks he's all high and mighty?
So you're
Can
saying
use us black guys? No
that-
fucking way. He was like,
that
and they were
he
like,
was-
yo, they called him, yo, big you. They give him a high five and shit. They're like, yo.
So he was kind of like the Suge Knight of this group. You're saying he's like the first gang leader almost.
Pretty
Like,
much,
first
yeah.
Crips.
He started his own gang. Yeah, the Bloods. That's where the Crips came from. That's why they're blue. And Robert E. Lee's fucking Bloods.
But,
It was a
but
gang
the
battle.
South, I don't know where you get the South was the gray coats. They weren't red at all. They wore the gray, yeah.
That's just stupid. Maybe some of them were colorblind. I don't know.
Could be. Maybe that's true. The person who wrote history was just
It's like
colorblind,
they were yeah.
and he can't see red, and they wore gray instead.
So that's what happened.
That's
Anything else you want to know?
so wrong. None
Anything
of that
else?
is correct.
Anything else? Okay. I did a report on this. This is my report. So, all in all, the moral of the story is don't ever keep slaves. That's it.